Hey guys, welcome back to another awesome Mindset Monday episode. I am grateful that you are here again, and I want to invite you, if you have not already hit that subscribe button, please make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you never miss another episode. Okay, this week we are going to be talking about sparkle and shine. Doesn't that sound like glitter, confetti, unicorns, rainbows, all of that? Yes, it sounds like that. But you know what? If you are listening to this and your day maybe isn't going exactly how you wanted, or today is going exactly how you wanted, this episode is just going to make you want to be like Unikitty from the Lego movie and just be like super happy. Okay. Um, I am really excited about this Sparkle and Shine episode because I think that this is going to help a lot of you reframe how you are viewing yourself and even give you some tools to help see yourself even more clearly in a really positive way. And we have so many I should say most of us battle a lot of negative thoughts. And so this is going to give you some another tool or strategy to just help erase and ease some of the critics and spectators that might still be hanging out in your mind. Okay. My analogies on the podcast recently really reflect the intensity of my personal life right now. However, mountain bike season is upon me, the snow is melting, and hiking season is coming, and I cannot wait for all of my outdoor adventures to resume again. I have been squirreling away using these dark winter, cold months as an opportunity to really dig in and build my business in a different way and lay some foundations. So I've been laughing a little bit at some of these analogies that I've been using because they're not my normal, like super fun ones. And today I'm going to use an analogy that really reflects how responsible, that's a positive way of putting it, how responsible my life has been over these cold winter dark months. um, the other day I was cleaning just very, you have, these things have to be done. Okay. I was cleaning some cabinetry in my kitchen, and there was like one of those little smudge marks where somebody's rubber shoe sole had like kind of kicked up on the white cabinets. And I was sitting there with my little microfiber cloth and I was just like rubbing, like just slowly etching this, thick black rubber sole mark off of the cabinetry. And it did come off and go away as I suspected. However, it took elbow grease and it took time, dedication, commitment, all of those things. And here's the thing, a lot of times we have these layers over us, over who we are. Some of these layers of ugh have been self imposed. We have chosen to identify in negative ways, and we continue to choose that. Okay. Some people make that choice. How we see ourselves, that is a choice that we get to make. So some people are adding a layer of on them simply by saying, "Oh, well, I see myself as, a really cranky person." Or I see myself as someone who can't make more than $50,000. Or I see myself as a person who can't get the raise. Or I will never keep up with those people. I will never be in the right friendship circles. I will never be able to travel, right? We just add all these layers on to ourselves. And every single one of these layers, those dull who we are. Now, some of those examples are not like who we are, but what we want to do. But I hope you're getting that idea, right? So I want you to think about like something dirty. Like it could be dirty cabinets like I had. Right now, my car is dirty from snowy roads and things like that. And it's just this layer of filth that needs to get scrubbed off. And when we clean something, sometimes we do have to do that in layers, one layer at a time. But those layers got stacked on there over time. It is absolutely imperative that we are constantly cleaning and hitting that refresh button on ourselves so that we can cleanse and remove and purify our perspective. So it might help some of you to think about a dirty window. And as you clean that window, when it's clean, wow, you can see and it's absolutely beautiful and things are crystal clear and it's, you enjoy looking at the window. When that window is dirty, and it starts with, for me, it starts with the kids' fingerprint smudges, right? And so when the sun starts to set, you're seeing these fingerprint smudges. Whose fingerprints are smudging your perspective of yourself, of your talents, of your abilities, of your gifts, of your calling? Who's smudging it? Have you taken time to think about that? You see, most of us are continually living in the proverbial box that others put us in, and we're putting ourselves in that box at that point, and we're allowing the smudges to come from the spectators and the critics in our life. Okay, so you have to be guarded about these smudges, and when those smudges hit that window, and they're the fingerprints of something that is going to um, tear you down in any capacity, it is like, man, grab that microfiber cloth and do a quick once over as fast as you can. Hit refresh so that you are staying clear with your purpose, with your calling, so that you can sparkle and shine. Now, unfortunately, most of us that are in any phase of adulthood, we have some layers on us from our life experiences that we have not taken time to remove. And some of that is by no fault of our own. Some of it we just simply cannot even see. And so, that's where sometimes you can invite a very trusted person who is constructive in your life, who can add some insight and wisdom. And you can ask for that feedback. It's imperative to have those people in your life where you could say, hey, what's my blind spot? I have different people in my life that I can ask that to. And guess what? I'm going to ask them in different capacities. If I'm talking about finances, I'm going to go to my financial Sherpa and I'm going to say, hey, what's my blind spot on this? What am I missing in this particular deal that I want to make because I don't want to mess this up, right? If I'm talking about a blind spot in a relationship, I might go to another friend and say, wow, who knows everybody involved? Hey, am I having a blind spot here? It's great to look for those blind spots so that you can keep that sparkle and shine and keep the clear window. Okay. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, most of us have these layers. We have layers of negative thinking about ourselves. So just think frosted layer over our finances. Oh, I'm in debt. Okay, there's a layer there. Maybe that layer incorporates some shame or some guilt, or it might incorporate resentment, or regret. Okay, so that could be one. Maybe you have a trauma in your past that you have not dealt with. Maybe there is some abuse that you have that is still, and that type of trauma can just be this huge wall, more than a layer, right? Dealing with that so that that sparkle and shine can come out, finding the right people to support you in order to come to a point of healing. Okay. Maybe you were a real jerk at one point in your life. Maybe you're a jerk right now, for all I know, right? But, maybe the way you've treated people, because when we mistreat people, if we have the goodness within us, when we mistreat people, it hurts us inside. We know it. We're aware of it. Okay. So maybe you're just being a jerk in some capacity in your life. And you're just, every time you're a jerk to somebody, every time you're frustrated with that driver, every time you're annoyed at the grocery store, every time, you are being self centered, you are adding all of these layers over who you are intended to be. You see, all of these layers just dull us and they take all the sparkle and shine out of our life. And if you're looking around the world and you see people just simply going through the motions, if you see people that are seen irritable and frustrated all the time, this might make you wonder, what is dulling them? Why are they like this? How are they not seeing all these positive things? Okay? We have to work to get that sparkle and shine. Okay? So, right, I had to, in my kitchen on the cabinets, I had to sit there and buff out that black rubber scuff mark. But that's what it takes. If you want to sparkle and shine, if you want that inside out sort of life, then you've got to keep things clean and clear with who you are. Your perspective, your self image needs to be clean and clear so that you can sparkle inside and out. All right. So my self-image really comes through my faith. And it's like, if I know that I'm living a certain way and I am looking up to God and I'm seeking God, it helps keep my self-image grounded. It helps me say, well, you know what? That's fine. Those people have an opinion of me. It's not even my business, but you know what? The opinion of my awesome Father in heaven means way more to me. So that helps me keep that sparkle and shine every single day. So understanding who you are and what you value the most is going to help you buff out any of those scuff marks that are happening in your life. You are intended and created to sparkle and shine. That's what we were made to do. And you have a gift and a calling and a purpose that is ready and wanting to come on out to the world. So please take control of the negotiations between your ears, like we spoke about last week. And please add to that. Just keep everything neat and tidy. Keep your image of yourself nice, crisp, and clean so that you can continue to sparkle and shine. You guys are so awesome. I am so grateful for your time to listen to this. I hope it has encouraged you and that throughout this week, as those little things happen that want to smudge up your day, smudge up your life, I hope that this episode comes to mind and that you are able to just do a quick, buff out real fast so that it's not any heavy lifting. But I'm also going to encourage you to ask some trusted people in your life to help you find some blind spots, because guess what? There are lots of windows in our life. If we are a diamond, we are multifaceted, and there are other facets that could probably sparkle a little bit more. So don't be afraid to reach out to those trusted people in your life so that they can help buff out some of those other areas so that you can just be so radiant. It should be absolutely contagious to the world around you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If this helps you in any way, shape, or form, please make sure that you rate this 5 stars, and I would be honored if you shared it with someone that you care about. Until next time, go find your freedom. Thanks so much for joining me for another episode of Ask Me How I Know. This episode was brought to you by Three Keys Investments. They are dedicated to helping people like you, you, my awesome listeners, develop passive income and legacy wealth through multifamily investing. Feel free to check out their website, threekeysinvestments.com, to see if there is an offering that will help your portfolio grow and meet all of your needs. If you haven't already rated, reviewed, subscribed, liked, all of those bells and whistles, I would be absolutely honored if you would do that for Ask Me How I Know. Thanks again, and go make it a great day.